In this video, I am doing a real account of day 1 of my menstrual cycle, how I cared for myself, how I ate, and how I moved. And disclaimer, this is what I do. I'm not necessarily giving suggestions in this video. However, I did want to share how I take care of myself because I'd like to think that I take care of myself pretty good and it could give you ideas as well. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you can do so now. Click that red subscribe button and also click the bell right next to it to be notified every time I post new videos on menstrual cycle health and fitness. That's videos like this that give you an in-depth experience, fitness videos, ways to reduce PMS, and ways to tap in to your cyclical nature more and more. And if you don't know me yet, my name is Omega Zumpano. I'm an exercise scientist and menstrual cycle educator, and I help menstruating people get fit, understand their hormones, and reduce PMS. So if you want to know ways that I do that myself, especially when I'm bleeding, keep watching. Today is day 1 of my period. I got some blood in the bed. Whoopsie happens. Every day I start my day the same way. That's with some amino acids and a green shake. And that's what I'm gonna do this morning because that's what I do every morning. My new favorite part about being a bleeding person is period underwear. I freaking love period underwear because I can save my moon blood and I can pretend like I'm free bleeding too. These are great. These are by Thanks. They're the brief kind and they're super absorbent. Last month I went out in a cocktail dress in these and I felt confident. I didn't feel like I was gonna bleed through. Anyway, this is my new favorite part about being a bleeding person. I really love it. I'm gonna go give my tummy a massage right now. At some point on day 1 of my bleed, what I like to do is do some cramp relief mobility. Even though I don't have like classic cramps, my low back does really, it's just like sore. It feels like it wants to be massaged. So I'm gonna, well, I guess I'm starting to massage it right now. And what else I'm gonna do for my low back is some mobility stuff. And if you're like, oh my gosh, what mobility stuff do you do? I do have an exercise video that is specifically for cramp relief right here. And then I have a mobility video right here. And then I also have a late bleed phase workout right here. So if you're curious what moves are gonna be great for you in your period, you can go ahead and check those out. And right now, I'm just gonna take care of my body and move a little bit. It's breakfast time. I'm gonna have some eggs with some toast that I made and some avocado and some kale from the garden. And maybe I'll put something else in there, but that's it for now. I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm happy that I'm eating this right now because sometimes I don't have an appetite when I'm on my period, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Perfect yolk. A little note about wilted kale. Wilted kale, good source of iron, solid source of iron. Also, kale has a lot of vitamin C. The vitamin C is lost in the cooking process. So if you're hoping to get vitamin C out of kale, don't cook it or get vitamin C from a different source. I'm gonna have rosehip tea in a little bit, and that has a lot of vitamin C. So we're in the garden. I love being in the garden when I'm bleeding. I like moving around. I like getting my blood flowing. I think it helps me in reducing the little pain that I do have. I just have some low back discomfort. So after I'm done with this, I'll probably just hang out in bed and like turn on a show. This is another thing that I really like to do when I'm on my period. Let's come down and hang out with the chickens. Watch chicken TV. It's quite fun for me. I love these little chickens.
And now it is tea time.
These are 2 teas that I really love. Tulsi tea is a great adaptogen, and red raspberry leaf has been shown to reduce pain around your menstrual cycle. And although I don't have a lot of pain, I do have some low back discomfort today. So I've made some tea for myself. This tea is so delicious. I talked about Tulsi tea in a video that brain doesn't function too well first day of the menstrual cycle, or the period for me. But it is the first day of the menstrual cycle today, because day 1 is the first day of your bleed. A lot of people that just aren't familiar with the menstrual cycle, because we weren't taught it, think that either the bleed phase is your menstrual cycle or that the bleed phase is the end of your cycle, but it's really the beginning of your cycle. So anyway, my brain isn't working too well today. And with that, Tulsi tea. I talked about Tulsi tea in a video about getting off caffeine, and Tulsi tea was one of my deep, deep allies when I was getting off caffeine. For now, I'm just going to enjoy the view here of this beautiful porch that we get to look upon. Just sneezed. A lot of blood came out. Day in the life, kids. I'm going to share with y'all exactly what I do with my moon blood after I fill up my period underwear. Welcome to our bathroom. I have a bowl of water here that I am filling up because I'm going to wring out my period underwear from earlier today. And I have my new period underwear on. I like these a lot. These are the boy shorts. I just like the feeling of being in boy shorts. So I'm right now very unceremoniously wringing out the blood from my period underwear. And I'm gonna put it on the earth. And this is one of the practices that I do that I just really like to do. So I'd say that that's fairly wrung out now. And now I'm gonna bring this blood outside, and you're gonna go with me. This is my diluted menstrual blood. Shining it up to the sun. Thank you, sun. Thank you, blood. So I'm gonna take my moon blood right here. There's some cultures and some people that believe that giving moon blood to the earth is one of the ways that we can help the earth heal. And I am one of those people that do believe that, and that's why I practice this. And, you know, if you really think about it, when we bleed, we are giving up the opportunity for life, right? Our bleed phase is a result of us not being pregnant, and that potential life force is being given again to the earth. And how beautiful is that, that we get to practice that we get to put what would be our seed and give it back to the earth. There's a lot of nutrition in blood for the earth too. Like, if you do gardening at all, you know that blood meal is a thing that you give your plants that help them have a boost. And the same nutrients that are in our blood are in the blood meal. It's just a really beautiful practice that I really like. So maybe you'll do it one day too. And if you do already, share it in the comments below. Okay, I'm making the second pot of tea for the day. These are rose hips that my housemate brought home, and they look like this. You've probably seen them in the store, but these are very astringent and they're full of vitamin C as well. So this with iron is just great to have around your period. So I'm just going to put a few in there, and again I'm going to mix it with Tulsi and red raspberry leaf, and we're going to have a party, a tea party that is. So I got the red raspberry leaf, and this is nice and clumpy, so I can just pick it up with my fingers. And I have my best friend Tulsi tea here. Yes, yes, yes. Gonna throw some of that in there. Then I'm going to cut myself up an apple and some chocolate, and then go probably watch a show and just chill out. This is some Bomb Bomb chocolate. Lily's, it's sugar-free. This is their salted almonds. Are you snacking on an apple? So good. And now into the boudoir. So messy right now, but that's okay. So I know I said that I was gonna Netflix and chill, but I have this calendar. This is a moon mandala calendar, and it starts the month with the new moon. What I like to do, I'm an astrology nerd. A little bit about me is I like to put all of the important astrological aspects, and if you don't know what an aspect is that's fine, don't worry about it. I like to put all of what's happening in astrology down on this moon mandala calendar, and just so I know what's going on in the month. And you can get yours. This was actually made by my client, Kendall, and I'll actually put a link below because I think this is such a sweet thing to have, and it really helps me stay in alignment with what the moon is doing. Okay, so I did not really have lunch today, and that's usually normal for day one of my bleed because I'm not super hungry, and you might experience that too, that the appetite kind of suppresses. So that's why I love shakes. So I'm making myself a shake right now. This is one that I always use, and I actually made a video on this. It's a superfood video, and I'll link it down below in the description box and up here. And it's really great. It has a bunch of adaptogenic herbs in it. It has a great macronutrient distribution. I'm only having a little bit because, again, I'm not that hungry, but I do think it's important to get good nutrients in the day. So I'm making this shake right now, and gonna go back and lay down because that's what I do on day one of my bleed. Now I just watched a bunch of Netflix, and we are fast forwarding to sunset, dinner time. It's sunset time on the first day of my bleed. I usually feel like doing yoga at this time of day, and right now I don't feel like it. I just feel like laying down, and I think it's really important that whatever we feel like doing, especially on day one of our bleed, that we honor, especially if it seems like something we wouldn't normally do, because that's our intuition pushing us towards things that might actually be really helpful for us. So I'm gonna keep chilling, keep watching Netflix, and then I'm gonna prepare some food, or my partner's gonna prepare some food. We'll see. Usually he cooks food for me on day one of my bleed, and today he's busy and he's not feeling well either. So we might do an Instapot meal, or I do also have some bone broth soup that I made not too long ago that I might just heat up, or we might have something else. So I will come back when we are done making food and show you what we made for day one bleed time. For dinner, we are having rotisserie chicken. This is one of the best things that we have in our kitchen, a rotisserie, and we're also doing sweet potato fries in the Ninja air fryer situation, which I think is freaking delicious. And then we're also gonna have some broccoli. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Air fried sweet potatoes, chicky, and broccoli. Thanks, babe.
You might want to look at that one.
I know, he plates so much more beautifully than I do. Beautiful, babe. Whatever. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you are looking for ways to tap into your cyclical nature more and more, to honor your femininity and to understand your hormones and get fit and healthy in that process, go ahead and click the link below in order to learn how to do so. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can get your pair of period underwear for $10 off by following the link in the description below. Remember to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel using that red subscribe button below. And if you are looking for videos to further bolster your menstrual cycle health and fitness knowledge, check out this playlist next. I'll see you next time. Bye.